What is the best single social program ever created by man? It's a private sector job. It's where you take a family off of public assistance. It's where you feed a family, you house a family, you grow a local tax base, and you grow part of the economic opportunity of this country, all from a private sector job. You don't get that by increasing the size of the federal government by 400,000 employees and destroying 7 million private sector jobs.
Sometimes when you get up, you're really, really tired. But then once you get in front of a crowd and you start talking to them and reassuring them that you can restore America, or that at least you're going to do your best efforts to try, it really does seem, I mean, the feedback you get from the audience really is, it's just like taking a giant candy bar. I mean, you get reinvigorated and you get re-enthusiasm. I mean, you just built your enthusiasm again.
Did you feel a calling to public service? When did you feel it? Why did you feel it?
This is the last thing I ever thought I'd be doing at this stage of my life. I had a perfectly good job and I had a perfectly good life, and I never thought I'd be doing this. The catalyzing moments for me, if you will, were last year. I would wake up every morning and I would be very concerned about the future that I saw for my kids and my grandkids. I would look out the back window of our house and I would think, you know, the world looks the same as it did yesterday morning, but it's not the same country that I grew up in. And my sons are not going to have the same opportunities I had. I grew up poor, and I ultimately got to sit in the corner office as the CEO of an independent oil and gas company. And I've lived that American dream. I want every young person in this country to have that same American dream.
Where's the air conditioning?
Fairly frequent contact. What impressed me then was his ability.
There are many times that he's on the phone late at night working with people, trying to work on issues that are their concerns. And so I definitely think what you see on the, out when he's in the district and when he's at home is definitely the same.
Whether it's putting a roof on the hospital here at St. Joseph's, or whether it's working to improve our roads in Madison County, or even something that may not get me on the national news, but improving the parks and the Little League parks so that young kids like our boys who love baseball can come out with parents and grandparents and be together and have a lighted park and decent facilities. Or we can make a difference for our country by supporting a strong defense and defending our troops and veterans. That's what this is all about.
He had a problem with the VA, but he never asked anybody for help. So we got his information so we can follow up and see if we can help him.
Good.
So I think he was just discouraged with the process.
Sometimes we find veterans who had problems with VA care or benefits, and they just don't think to call the representative, and that's what an important part of my job is, to make a difference for our citizens and particularly for our veterans.
What is your assessment of the job that President Barack Obama has done?
He has been an absolute failure. Well, let me do this. Let me give him credit where credit is due. He's got credit due, I think, for continuing the strategy of Bob Gates and President Bush in Iraq. And it looks like we're going to be able to have an orderly exit from Iraq. It's not going to be clean, but it's going to be reasonably orderly. I also support the president in terms of listening to his generals and also listening to Bob Gates on the surge in Afghanistan. I believe that's going to work. Now, I disagree wholeheartedly with him setting a calendar date for withdrawal. Withdrawal dates should be set based on conditions on the ground. But other than that, we have not seen anything that has really worked. Look at poverty levels.
highest poverty levels in 50 years, more people on food stamps than ever before. How can you say that the president's policy of redistributing wealth has worked? It's been a failure.
In terms of the president's work so far, I think he went too far on cap and trade. I think he went too far on the health care bill. I respect him for trying to address fundamental issues, important issues such as health care and our energy independence. But I just think the bills themselves went too far. I salute President Bush and President Obama both for working to prevent our country from going into a second Great Depression. I don't think many people remember how close in 2008, 2009 we could have fallen off the economic cliff and have 20 to 30% unemployment today. But you know, frankly, the history will do a better job than now. And you know, looking back and seeing how President Bush did in office or how President Obama did in office.